so it might be a bit too difficult. They can stall the game with the Treant Protector, but I think this is a very good Terrorblade game. I think it's going to be something else.
Versus something like, because just that HP swap that sometimes, especially versus Spectre, since you have just, you have your dispersion and all that, but it doesn't matter. He just goes right through, so you're always able to man fight him in the later stages. Also, Reflection versus Spectre, it hurts. It does kind of kill him back. And even versus DK, like let's say this DK is going to get scaled, right? He's going to have his dragon form. He's going to be level 18 early because they're putting the mid DK. You also hurt yourself a lot with your Reflection. So I really like this TB pick quite a bit here for Entity. I do feel like there's going to be some damage issue for Goonsquad.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Goonsquad do the. I mean, they've got some, as we're seeing on the hero levels, some master tier performances coming out. Pexley on his Rubik, and of course Aqua on Spectre. But it does feel like if Goonsquad are to win this game, it's probably going to be in a similar nature to the way that they won that game against Liquid, right? Where Aqua, he's able to get super fun, and somehow they're able to contain Entity or sort of match the pressure of Goonsquad's 4 heroes outside of the Spectre to make sure the game just goes on to the point where Aqua is just unkillable.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because they do scale really hard when Storm's playing his Invoker. That's another element you have to add in. The late game looks really scary.
I mean, Black Hole into a Cataclysm, double Cataclysm. Doesn't matter if you're a Spectre with a fair few items, you're still going to take quite the hit from that combo.
I think the big thing is like Goonsquad has to play kind of quick. There's a bit of greed that you can look at for Entity. They have an Invoker who's an Exort who it can sometimes be a bit greedy because you want to go for your Midas build. Enigma also, we've seen a couple times now they go for the Wraithback to take some time for them to get online. TB, we know he takes some time to get online, so I think playing around their cooldowns, that's going to be the most important thing I'm looking for Goonsquad. Hit these towers, take them early with Exorcism and Dragon Form, and just dictate the pace of the game to slow down TB.
And then in that sense, do you think, with Spectre nowadays from Aqua, are we going to sort of see like an early Ags incorporated into his build so he is getting involved with the squad?
I think it could be a possibility. I think it's a pretty cool one. He definitely has to, you have to go Manta this game because you're playing versus this Terrorblade, so wants to be able to dispel off that Reflection. So we'll see where he goes from there, but let's see how it all plays out. They put the DK mid, so I think the reason that they're doing this is because they want to apply a little bit more pressure to the TB with the Death Prophet. But speaking of trying to apply pressure, Terrorblade now at level 1, of course, did get that buff, so quite a bit more damage on meta, and Clockwork is one of those better heroes to kind of zone when you have this ranged advantage at the moment.
Sure. And like, so overall, you feel that in this matchup, Pure's going to have a pretty easy time hitting the creeps?
I would imagine so. I think Fishman might die, but I think Pure is going to have a pretty damn good time down here. But I think the approach is right from Goonsquad. I think having the Death Prophet here instead of the DK is the better approach. Although both of them kind of do work. They both do kind of work versus TB because the Breathe Fire and stuff like that.
Is really good in lane against TB, right?
Yeah, I guess it's just the choice that they wanted to make to have the DK scale a bit harder, but...
I mean, it's a classic one for Limp, right? It's DK.
Yeah.
Always one that he's happy to bring out. And of course, getting that solo action in the mid lane. It's going to lead him to get that quick 6 and look to have that early tower pressure. Bottom lane again, Fishman. Taking all the attention he can away from Pure. So Pure gets that space, and he's doing it perfect. CS up on the top lane. Situation what we got at the moment. Toby, 7 for 4 against Aqua's 5 and 0. So some sufficient pressure being put onto the Spectre early on.
This is a scary lane for the Rubik and the Spectre for sure. You just step out of place, there's the Eidolon split, you get tossed on top of them. We've seen it so many times lately, these Eidolons just killing heroes early. Why we're seeing it so popular right now. And yeah, looking at the lane, Pure is just absolute free farm.
Look at the situation at the carries. It's just a completely different story. 14 and 9 down here. On the top side of the map for Aqua, 5 and 0. A completely different time on these first few waves.
They might even get the kill. Pex through top. They don't have Eidolon summon.
So with the jump in, with the rebound, and that'll do it. First blood here for Toby on the top lane. So no doubt about it, these side lanes going incredibly well for Entity.
Yeah, Limp is having that good time in mid as we mentioned he would, but yeah, bottom. Pure might even get a kill here.
So they've got the slow to try and hold back Fishman and Pure, but still very much Goonsquad being kept on the edge down here. Top lane Aqua. He's getting brought down pretty low. In fact, with the Eidolons, they're going to have it. Another kill for Entity on this top lane. Yeah, the matchups that they've got and the way they're playing, it's proven to be tough for Goonsquad in these early stages.
And like I was mentioning, their lineup can be a bit greedy at times, but not at the moment. These lanes looking perfect. Pure.
Yeah, crushing them.
Having a great time. Even bringing some extra regen down, so he brings down a salve for himself on the Terrorblade. I like that I see carries doing this now. Can't always just rely on your support to feed you that many tangos.
S4.
Not quite level 3 yet on the clockwork. When they have that level 2 battery installed, then they probably have much better kill threat onto both of these heroes. Look how much tree even hits himself forward reflection. I mean, that's not fun for Hanskin.
Now, how are they doing on regen down? So yeah, he's going to have to get some further tangos sent down. Getting a little low on the side of Goonsquad.
And
Pure has still got a salve ready to pop.
Yep, and Fishman is able to unblock the pull, and he actually stacks it up and gets a stacked pull up that's going to deny an entire wave also from S4 and Hanskin down here. And Aqua just, I mean, he is really suffering, like you said. 9 last hits on the Spectre, getting almost nothing. 16 denies on the Enigma. And Hanskin, he steps up too far.
And trapped in the cogs, he's going to be going down. Entity. I'll take out Hanskin, a 3rd kill for them in this laning stage.
And the best way to enable your Invoker, give him that last hit with the Sunstrike as well, too.
They're going to be going straight for that Midas as soon as he can, of course. Stormer with his Exalt build.
S4 might be dead here as well. Fishman's going to get on top of him.
Got him in the cogs. Coming into position. And with the damage of Pure, is there any way S4 can keep himself alive with the Siphons? It looks like the Siphons will be enough. But only just. And of course, at the same time, top, we saw a bit of a go from Entity onto Pex2.
These Eidolons are just insane. They're playing it perfectly. Even going for the Urn build that we saw Saberlight for the most part kind of popularizing at the Major. I really like this build when you go for the Vessel. It's a very good Vessel game too. We didn't get to touch on that, but versus the DP, versus the DK, versus the Tree Heal. If he does opt for the early Vessel on Nick.
Bottom lane Hanscan. Gonna try and hide in the trees, get himself away from this Metamorph. The lead in, but instantly we have Katomi here to help out. Also Fishman turning up for the fight. Not going to be able to get the kill on Stormer. It's going to be Stormer that's able to turn with the help of Katomi, take down Pex2. So Goonsquad, a bit of desperation. They realize that these lanes are crumbling. They're trying to make moves happen, but Entity's not letting it happen at all.
No, it's definitely a big concern. Toby almost level 6 too. He could potentially solo kill the Spectre.
They might get the Senator on Lip. They're going to have the TP in for Fishman Lip.
They got him.
He's trapped in the cogs. He's going down. It's going to be another one here for Entity.
They are running away with this early game. Every lane is kind of at a threat. Now at this point, they can actually break their own lane because bottom Pure is like, I don't even really want to lane anymore anyway. I farm more efficiently inside the jungle. So the fact that the 2 supports are able to roam like this is perfect. Katomi makes his way back top, and Enigma is about to be 6.
All right, yeah.
Aqua's got to leave.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got to get out of that top lane. Bottom, Cog set up on a Hanscan. There's not enough damage with the Sunstrike. Look at continuous down target with the battery assault. The Pox, are they going to go the way of Hanscan? No, not quite.
He's okay.
Hanscan will be able to live through this one. The top lane, though, Aqua, he's trying to hit the small cap. Entity just swing across. They don't even need the black hole to take him down. That's another kill here for Toby.
Urn charge is acquired as well, too. And with Enigma, you can early pressure towers, which, I mean, for Goonsquad, it's very scary. They have a tree. They want to be able to try to stall on these towers early, but Hanskin is also 300 HP up here. He has to be very cautious. But he's...
And they have that Sunstrike to follow up. He's gonna have a good chance of getting kills between the 2 of those.
And they're just shoving the lane in, too. And Katomi is in the area to be able to just jump on top of Aqua if he does show under the wave.
Yeah, he's had some good jumpers so far. I mean, Aqua's definitely going to have that in mind after what was happening in that top lane multiple times. Katomi in with the setup onto him or Pex2.
I like that he went the skill build too, the 2-1-2. This is I really like this build when you're playing 4 position Marcy. Not having just rely on nuke damage, being able to just buff up your carries. You're playing with TB also, so it just makes a lot of sense.
Aqua's got to be careful.
I mean, they're going to lose the tower though. Double Forge Spirits.
I'm going to bring in backup Pex2. Will turn up as well. Of course, once his focus has been happening, but actually Lim, he's going to look to see if they can the kill here, but Fishman, he's out and away. Nice little save there from Katomi. Gives him the movement, speed boost, and then also able to pick him up and get him out of his own cogs. Back to safety. Katomi seems to be on point here with the Marcy.
S4 is able to get the bottom tower during, the last few moments.
Anti-runes here from the enemy jungle. More money going the way of Entity.
Storm has level 5 Exort too, so they will probably have the damage even for the DK with just these 2 supports because they have that follow-up.
And looking for opportunities to dive here off the back of Katomi, maybe getting a jump in. Goonsquad, they've got to be careful. They're going to bring in further back up.
Anthony wants to dive so bad. Goonsquad sees it coming.
Yeah, bringing in 4 heroes here, Goonsquad. Entity, no, they're not going to let Goonsquad get a catch out of this.
Trying to heal up the tower, but it's a level 1 living armor, so not going to do a whole lot. The tower very likely to fall the next time the Force Spirits are summoned. Aqua is getting some space. Much needed. 2,800 net worth on the Spectre to a 5k net worth Terrorblade.
That's one of the bigger differences we're seeing between carry net worth at the 10-minute mark. I'm feeling quite some time. This has been a rough start for Aqua and a completely free start for Pure on the other side of the map.
And the matchup is pretty good for the Terrorblade when he does have this type of advantage.
I have the Ghost being popped in by S4 to secure the kill on Fishman. Let me see if they can get more out of this. They'll look towards Stormer, but good boost here with the speed. Katsomi making sure the Stormer safely away from Goonsquad. They got a kill with the Soul. Ideally, they want to try and get a tower as well with this Exorcism and Dragon Form. Well, we'll see how hard they're able to push.
Might be a bit scary. Pure could even get involved in this one. He doesn't really want to, but he does have meta if they do overcommit as well.
And Toby's deeping over with the Black Hole. So Goonsquad, they've got to be careful. They're backing off and they'll get away. Got a bit of damage done with the tower. And hook shots for the ready. Fishman, he's hit the 6. He's actually able to get on top of S4. S4 will be able to get his way out of the cogs, but the cogs down the battery assault. They're staying on top of him. They have to use the overgrowth to hold them back to save S4, but he's still going to end up going down. Katsomi able to jump in again with a rebound, take him out. A lovely little Tumbler's toy play there from Fishman, closing it on Pexu, trapping him in the cogs. They're going to be able to pick up all that, maybe not, but the stolen rebound, he's out the side. The Urn is ticking him down with the Malefice. Sunstrike. Oh, that was a close one. Doesn't quite get. There's no way you can keep up as a Spectre when it comes to the hitting the creeps game between yourself and a Terrorblade.
I don't think they can play the hitting the creep game at all in this game. I think they actually still have to try to play aggressive on Goonsquad, or they're just going to fall further and further behind.
Katsomi ready to get in, get a kill. Sunstrike will finish it off. He'll die for this one. But Setting need the towers.
They do.
And so far, 14 minutes in, only being able to take that tier 1 bottom.
Moby.
Top lane. See a deep jump from Limp. He's going to go in with the blink. Got to be a bit careful now, because Entity, they're happy to fight. Yeah, Limp tossed back again by Katsomi. As the DK down, they're on top of S4. Pexa will be able to TP out. And this is going to almost certainly be both cores of Goonsquad in trouble. Fishman trapping S4 in the cogs. Pure's able to turn up as well, get involved. It's going to be both kills going into the hands of Pure.
They might. Could they potentially threaten Roche? I feel like they might here.
They've got pretty much the entirety of Metamorphosis left.
Yep, they're pinging it out.
Yep, they could step into the pit. And taking that away from a team that's behind, and a team that does have the Death Prophet, right? You know, this is one of those heroes that sometimes, if you're behind as a squad, you can look for those sneaky plays, get in with the Exorcism. That's not going to be available for them here. Entity, they'll take it for themselves.
Like we said, playing the map perfectly. Like the reaction that they make up there, even bringing Pure just to join, just in case.
And Pexu, he's going to try and poke in at this with Limp. And we'll get the kill, but they're not able to get in on this Roshan. As Pure will take the kill, take the Aegis.
8,000 net worth already.
It doesn't feel like it's going to change much in these team fights.
No, he needs to just kind of be the pick-off with his team. Stormer, though.
They will catch Stormer trying to TP out underneath the tower. They get straight with the dive. It's a good catch.
Great play.
He was not ready for the blink from Limp there at all.
And now they can actually put some pressure on this tower. Stolen Force Spirits too, gonna help.
What they needed.
Yeah.
Limp wants to look for more.
Radiant's
aggressive ward down.
Has fallen.
First time they're able to make a successful aggressive move here. Goonsquad. Looks like they're still trying to get more.
I mean, you know,
they're feeling strong.
Yeah, just with the three of them, they know with their ultimates. Hookshot, Black Hole, they can easily get kills.
They want to get a Vessel charge also for Toby. He's still hiding himself in the smoke, just trying to get the Vessel charge, but not break the smoke. Very nicely done. Break it right out. As we keep saying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Very difficult game for them. They have the shard on the DK now too, so a bit more damage, but yeah, as we see there, all those wards destroying Fishman.
Players here.
Really killing it. Keeps rocketing behind the tower too, just trying to scout out Hanskin when he's trying to get that deep push going.
It's very hard for Goonsquad to protect these towers. Living armor, not enough here. They can't really get involved in a fight right now.
No, it's just dying Eidolons and Force Spirits. Plus the illusions from Pure. Now he's coming in to finish it off, it looks like.
And it's off.
And another Hanskin's still hanging around in the trees, and Toby, he'll find him.
Dire's top tower.
And they go, they'll get a kill on top of the tower here.
Tower is under attack.
I think they're considering high ground.
I mean, with an Aegis still on Pure, and Metamorphosis good to go, the temptation is going to be there to look for more. They've got Black Hole.
So many buffs for him too. Alacrity, sidekick. Terrorblade's gonna bring down the tower pretty quick.
See what they can do to stop him. Goonsquad.
As soon as they get back, Entity's happy. They're like, okay, we forced a bunch of... And looks like they're potentially going to go for something here. Does that make sense? He does.
They're going to be able to get him with the jump, but so the BKB is there, and that's where indeed we'll need to pop it. Immediately, they'll go for the TP out. They're happy with that one. They baited out the BKB.
They knew. It was so quick. That was the whole plan there. Now no BKB for S4. Very unlikely that he can show up to actually fight. He'll just die in the midst of everything if he tries to walk in. Him and Limp are not tanky versus this Entity lineup. And Scotty's about to be done. Aegis gets reclaimed, but I think they got more than what they wanted even with
on the top lane. They're looking to get another catch on Hansken, who tried to push the wave out. Fishman pretty much is having his number every single time. Getting these setups as the clock.
This is really impressive.
Done. It's very likely that Pure's going to have an item on top of the Scotty.
He's got to get to double net worth, it feels like, of that Spectre this game. But yeah, it's the TB pick, but it's also this top lane. This Enigma plus Marcy combo. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Spectre have 10 last hits at like the 8-minute mark,
yeah, they
whatever it was. They played it super well.
Move on in the mid. And the Fishman's ready to start things off. He'll tank the initial jump. Katomi's in there straight on top of Lim. Lim just gets destroyed.
So much damage.
Out of the fight, Toby, he'll look for the TP out. He's actually going to get away. The damage from S4 wasn't enough to kill him. And now S4's in trouble. The BKB's ended. So does his life. He's dead. Fishman's still alive somehow. Surely will end up going down. I mean,
or will he?
Is he actually going to be able to live through this alpha? He's going for the TP out. The dagger will get it. Just not enough to protect him against the farm and damage that Entity's heroes provide.
Yeah, they're just not tanky. Like we were saying, it's a DK, but he just gets absolutely shredded from all the damage. The side kicked Alacrity to TB. Also, Fishman, like, he broke the smoke and he actually got the hook.
Been doing a great job on the D-Wolves.
Yeah. And the rotations, right? Just setting up for mid, making moves all over the place. Yeah, this is how you play the RC4. Highest amount of last hits at 24 minutes. 349. I mean, that is pretty crazy.
That's a fantastic last pick for Entity. But good luck, you know, to Aqua trying to turn up to these fights when he's getting broken by the enemy TB.
Oh,
they're a fight and a base push away from taking this game.
Oh, yeah. And Goonsquad, they can't fight because Limp doesn't have BKB. He knows what happened last fight. He just got disintegrated, even like you said, too. Also, even when he gets it, he's probably likely to just die anyway, but trying to find any way back into this game, Goonsquad. But just doesn't feel like there is any way back in. The way Entity just continues to play the map.
Perfect. Needs to kill for them in the trees. The trees have not been a safe place for Hansken. Nope. Entity, time and time again, have been doing an excellent job of finding him when he's trying to hide.
Yeah, they're on point. Might be time. Bottom is pushing a little bit, so maybe Storm looks to go de-push that a little bit or get a catch even onto the Spectre, but they're going to start knocking on the door. Pure. 20,000 net worth. Playing to the BKBs now, also on Toby. Feels like they need a stolen black hole, but he's not even had to use it this game.
Yeah, Pexu can't really afford to wait for those sort of opportunities. They need everything thrown in at the start, Goonsquad. If they want to have any sort of chance of getting a kill in these team fights.
Entity's got a great read of the map right now. They know exactly where Goonsquad is. He's just walking in.
On them. He's going to get a jump on Toby. Straight up with the Dragon Tail. Toby's able to get Toby off to the side. Allow Toby to put the BKB and step back. Fishman heads in, pops the cogs down, trying to split Goonsquad up.
Limp's in trouble.
See him again on top of the DK very easily. Pure takes him down. S4 posts the BKB but has to run. Hansken will hold them back for now. Toby is getting focused down by the illusions. Should die here. Indeed he does. So this time around, Goonsquad able to find some sort of kills in return. They have taken down 2 in return for just losing 2 themselves. So all things said and done, the best fight that Goonsquad's had this game.
Courier gets hit by Exorcism, so they actually know where S4 could still be. Continuing to chase.
He's speedy though.
He is too fast. And now they do have all this aggressive vision still up on Entity, so...
Both teams are keeping to their respective sides of the lane, but it's going to be Goonsquad that gets found first. Entity leading. Straight on top of Limp. Limp does react. Plus the BKB in the Dragon form. He's able to stand his ground and take take down Fishman. Question is if he can get away. He's out with the blink, the BKB lasting just long enough to help him avoid the damage and control the tornado.
Only
It won't stay them though, they still find him further down the tree line. Entity, they'll take down Lim.
Hanskin already starts cutting the bottom wave.
Pure.
Just trying to do anything he can to stall the push.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Not
attack.
quite able to find the Pex2 kill there. That will be the Aegis going now.
And Hanskin, as we said, trying to cut the wave, but they're not even going to allow that. No.
Nice bit of Midas arcane rune usage. Always feels good.
The dream.
Goonsquad, they're out looking for a fight. Very much could be one of those fights that could lead to the end.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go great.
They know they're not farming, right? Nobody's farming except for the Spectre, so they
this is
gotta
the
get
only
something
chance.
crazy. Yep. The meta's back online, everything's ready. Entity, they want the fight too, and they're actually making the really good read here, going on to Aqua.
Coming in.
They know that the rest of the team's likely to be looking around the map with the smoke.
I think you're completely wrong, and
But I was like, this is so unnecessary. He can just go Lincoln's and he's got the freest game ever, so he does switch it. I mean, they kind of have the luxury of being able to do whatever they want at this point. But still, I mean, they're still playing the map, like we mentioned, pretty much perfectly. Just constricting, not allowing Goonsquad to get pretty much anything. Sport. The base. The Roche. Back on the menu, Pure. He's going to scout it out, and it is going to be an Aghanim's Blessing. So, yeah, effectively, he's going to be completely full slotted.
Will he be taking this one? No one else wants the Ags?
They better give it. I mean, you could argue for Stormstormer, but you might as well give it.
Cataclysm.
It's all about Pure. He's your carry. I hope they give it.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. I'll take that. Get the Terror Wave.
Jesus. I mean, I don't think I've seen 30. This net worth.
That's got to be the high.
Ridiculous.
You know, and it's not. It's got to be not even close. I don't know what the second, the highest, or the original, the record before was this tour, but it wasn't even close.
945 GPM right now on the Terrorblade.
Goonsquad, they want to try and take a fight. Fishman again ready to go straight, and he does die.
Here comes Pure.
But now they've got to run. S4's going to buy some time here to be able to yours, but as soon as he comes back down, the Siphon is taking it, but Toby's in with the rebound. Toby's on top of Hanskin and S4. They cannot get away from Pure. Godlike on the Terrorblade as he's cleaning them up. Pex2's been found here in the trees. Pure, he'll be ready to head over and get another kill here. A couple of hits will take down Pex2. He's gone. They've got some buybacks to play with Goonsquad.
I wonder what the damage received on Pure is this game. I feel like he hasn't even gotten hit. His health is not moving, but they can't actually do anything to this Terrorblade. Entity crushing it this game. And now look at that Dragon on Dragon. Lim can't even move.
No, they've just got nothing.
No.
We've got absolutely nothing here to stop this push from Entity.
Look at the plus 338 when he's all buffed up.
See what I can do. They get in with the jump.
Better get saved.
Good reset there from Katomi, getting Pure out of the danger.
He is really on point, honestly. This is
It's been
spectacular
a great mark, honestly. It has, you know.
He's not like overcommitting and blink disposing people like enemies or anything. He's been using it several times now just to have it.
This is pretty insane. I mean, to give you some sort of comparisons to GPM, we had yesterday, right? Sumail on the Alchemist having a free game. And I think he ended like 996 GPM.
Just missed it.
This game, Pure, he's getting the same GPM as Sumail having a free Alchemist game. That's just how insane that the GPM here is from the lad on the TV.
It's, you know, people always mention like 10 last hits per minute is a lot. And people like for a while. And then the Illusion Heroes, you see sometimes like 14 last hits per minute. He's almost at like 20 last hits per minute. It's actually insane. I mean, it's no contest that Goonsquad.
What are they going to do?
They're going to try now, but
They're going to try and jump in there. So Lit, he's got to get away from this Terrorblade. You see on the back lines, they've tried to enter S4 and Aqua, but they've been caught by the stuns. The hookshot continues to lock them down. S4 going down, Aqua to fall as well.
they haven't had to use the black hole, and he's about to hit the 1000 GPM.
Is he getting it?
997.
Oh, get him some more kills.
If he gets Lim, they're going to call GG, but...
Get the kill. The kill will do it. They get the kill. Oh, and he didn't get the kill gold.
He did not.
995.
And I think, was that the first black hole of the game as well there? He hit at the 37-minute mark.
Well, there we go. That was pretty much said, but definitely the definition of a very slow and painful loss there from Goonsquad, because I mean, they lasted 37 minutes, but I mean, this was...
Fighting under their own vision and Entity aren't well positioned.
Having Venom wards that protect the sniper, anyone who, like, they need to use.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, game 2, ladies and gentlemen, between Entity and Goonsquad. I mean, from what we heard from the panel and from TU's definitely feeling that maybe that we're going to have a bit of a closer laning stage than we did last time. Of course, Entity just destroying, especially on the side lanes, Goonsquad completely in those first few waves. But overall, still some concerns regarding what Goonsquad's turned up to the game with.
Really loving Entity's approach this time again. They identified that the Tiny is really the big playmaker in the game, and this last pick Venomancer, I mean, Veno versus Tiny is miserable. All game is just, of course, the Veno just canceling your blink, but it's also just this percent damage if you do ever get ulted. It's so painful to play.
I mean, it's just the combo as well, right? If you get doomed and Veno'd, you're just gone. You're just dead.
There's just so much like that they have with their draft of like on the floor, right? Like they were mentioning in the panel. There's Veno wards, there's shrapnels, there's birds flying around, even scorched earth. There's like rocket flares even to scout. It feels like it could be a very difficult game for Goonsquad if Limp doesn't have a really successful lane. Yeah, I think they can just fall apart. Yeah,
he's got to pop off big time. He wasn't able to do it last game on the DK, but a bit more offensive potential on the Tiny. So, and of course, you know, again, this is one of his classics, more so than the DK. I feel. You know, this is something back in the day where Limp was smashing. And sure, you know, the IO Tiny ain't what it used to be, but it is still there, and there's still potential for Hansken to set up Limp for some good moves.
Yeah, I mean, he has, like we said, I feel like he has to pop off because this last big Bloodseeker, I'm curious to see what their idea with is it, but I'm concerned for it as well because getting on top of Sniper is incredibly difficult unless you have one who's, you know, you're already zooming because you've already gotten everybody else low and you can get on top of him quickly. It feels like it's going to be difficult for him to close the gap versus Veno Ward's Clockwork that's disrupting it as well. So let's see how the lanes play out.
Yeah, that is the thing, you know. If you get on top of him, it's got to be a quick, clean kill, and you've got to get perfectly on top of him because any sort of misplay is easily going to have the control from his teammates to be able to turn around and take you down.
And this can be in a bit of an annoying lane too. Like Tiny should be able to get good farm, but Grave Chill is pretty obnoxious, so we could see Stormsummer come out with some decent denies. Other thing is too, this draft from Entity, it's almost identical to what they played the other day versus Gaming Gladiators. They had a Puck as their last pick last time, but of course it was banned this time around, but they looked so good on it, and Pure in particular on his Sniper was unreal. Like he just was kiting the fights perfectly, so.
And how's Pure going to feel in this matchup up on the top lane? Is he going to be pretty happy with this?
Yeah, I mean, the Razor IO is a very strong lane. IO, I think, is just one of the strongest laners at the moment because of the way the healing, of course, works, but Clockwork can offset and protect as one of the, pretty much as one of the best 5 positions for any range carry. So I feel like he should be able to get a decent chunk of farm up here anyway. Just has to watch himself about his positioning and maybe get boots early so he doesn't get linked and get all that damage taken away. Bottom.
Should be fine. He's going to have the Gale in a sec.
Tommy's going to start scouting what creep he's going to be able to get. Of course, hoping for that mana burn creep.
We'll have another attempt here with the Blood Bright. He's a fair bit of damage, but Toby could look to turn if he can get in range with the Gale. He can. Pexu, he lets up for the TP out to the safety of his tower. Aqua has hit the 2.
Toby,
who's actually got the chase down potentially. He's under the tower and will be able to get the kill. A good read there from Aqua, seizing the opportunity to run him down.
Yeah, still level 1 on this Venomancer and going for the Gale level 1, which does make your lane a little bit weaker, unlike when you're just poking with Poison Sting.
Top lane. Another round of the shrapnel. That's far and Hansken able to get out of it.
A lot of creeps chasing them as well. Courier. Oh, it actually gets pulled into the neutrals too, so they're going to lose a couple of those. And Hansken might still just die.
He's very, very low.
Very close. Looks like he's going to be okay.
And just a nice little bit of a walk through the jungle.
I think
this Bloodseeker's zooming though. They're very low, so bottom lane.
Aqua. He's ready to look for another kill here. Toby. He's got Gale in a second. He gets it off. And this time round, Aqua, he's going to go down. Toby's able to live. Aqua taken out. Pexu also will fall for that one. I mean, you saw how close it was, but...
Double checking the rune. Hansken will be able to get the top rune secured for Limp. Stormsummer actually will be able to go down bottom and get the other one, so... Doesn't have a bottle, of course, on the Visage, but...
Look at these slows.
It's actually insane.
I think it's like they're sort of playing in slow motion down here, Goonsquad.
Up top, S4.
I've been caught, trapped in with the shrapnel. There's not going to be enough heals to keep that man alive.
And now
the
Hanskin
battery's
also.
still going. Entity, they're going to be able to maybe take down the two of them. Hanskin's going to try and hide around the trees. But Fishman making sure he continues to give vision by staying on top of him. Will set up for Pure to get both kills. And looking for the setup, maybe. If they can do this here now, as soon as
Under tower.
Katsuomi shows his face, Goonsquad, no, they can't dive for Toby.
Yeah, cool that even puts like the little 1 point into Infernal Blade for harassment to actually like just even these mini stuns can always it can get disrupted, of course, by clockwork.
Of course, with this little bit of Pure, 3 points in the shrapnel, it hurts.
They want to go aggressive non-stop.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Again, the wraparound. Look at Fishman.
Yeah, he's in a perfect position to block off any chance of escape. Getting trapped to the cogs, but no shrapnel here from Pure to follow up on this one.
Hanskin was able to distance himself a little bit. Might be able to finish off Fishman. And they will.
They're doing a much better job this time around, Goonsquad. They're dealing with entities and willingness to just look for this constant action. And they're getting kills in return now. 3 to 4, they're keeping it close.
And like you said, they're a bit lucky perhaps that the shrapnels were used, but Pure maybe a bit too gung-ho on throwing them all out there. Because if they had the shrapnel there, they perhaps get a trade or a double kill even. Bottom. This harass, I mean, he is getting very low. Yeah, he actually has to get healed or he would die. 2 points in Gale, 3 points in the Poison Sting.
He's still going to be kept incredibly low down here, Aqua.
Deepest thanks.
Ooh, the teammate salving him. Look how pathetic it is. It really is so sad watching a team.
But yeah, it's but like a couple hundred HP. That's all you're getting from that.
Yeah. It's like 180 HP or something. It's so low. Now mid lane. Looks like they're trying to put some emphasis onto Limp since we were mentioning he is having that good time. Stormsummer has hit the 7 though, so he's also having a better lane. Fishman just being the sacrifice.
Oh, nice TP.
Can he actually get out?
Oh, that was well done there. Keeps control around the rune spots. Make sure the Stormstorm's able to get the DD bottom. Aqua, he's probably going to have to take a walk back to base, or at least far away from Katsuomi and Toby.
And the panel did
manage to clean up pretty much the entirety of the stack.
Nice, still level 5. You know, he did soak a significant amount of that experience.
Limp back in on the mid for the defense. Fair bit of damage done there by Stormstormer. That first round of a push from the familiars. Still one tower, nearly going down.
Fishman is just being annoying. He's forcing this reaction over here. They're gonna get the kill onto him. But Stormstormer is immediately gonna take that time and start hitting the mid tower. So I feel like Fishman actually got what he wanted, and he's actually gonna live. No way.
The next round of spells for Limp. No, he's going for the TP out. He's away.
Fishman has left the top lane. He's just been jungling. Now he's got his Mask of Badness. Maybe he wants to get involved into some of these fights. And now bottom tower also.
Hexu.
He's in some trouble.
Stormstormer keeping the birds on him. And indeed, he'll buy a bit of time with the cold embrace, but there's nowhere for this man to run.
And an urn charge acquired for Toby. Meanwhile, we see top. Limp is starting to pressure the tower.
Yeah, these are quick tier 1s that have been taken down by Entity. Mid and bottom taken out 11 minutes in. Some great early tower pressure around Stormstormer's visage.
And the hookshot, S4. Do they have a bit? Not level 6 on the IO.
Got Pure at the side. It's a lot of damage with the shrapnel. S4's gone. They've got to run, Goonsquad. There's no chance of fighting up into the high ground. They have to get out of here.
Yeah, I love the build that he's gone for. The Mask of Madness, 3 points, of course, in the taking. Game just...
It's just, yeah, so much pressure on Limp to make something big happen when his Blink's done. If he gets that Blink dagger and he's not finding kills, not finding action, then it's going to be another very tough game for Goonsquad.
Absolutely agree. And Toby? We'll go down here.
They'll bring pretty much the whole team in to take him out.
But he did his job. He got the plague on Aqua. Look at him. Aqua just taking so low.
He's going to have to walk back to base, maybe.
Yeah, he definitely has to go back to base.
And meanwhile, obviously on the relocate back over there, Entity, we're ready to clean him up. S4 shows in the lane. Stormstormer nearly gets the kill because of that.
Aqua actually barely lived. He was 20 HP on the Bloodseeker.
considering where the best place to make a move is going to be.
Entity is literally just farming. Like, everyone is just farming, pushing waves, and it's growing. Like, it was 4K lead, now it's then 5K, now it's 6K already.
Here we go. Here's the smoke. They need something big. They need a core, ideally pure.
And look at Fishman. He knows this is going to coming already because he has the ward down, so he saw them actually coming.
Backup's on the way over for Fishman. And this time round, he won't get out. He will go down, but he may have set up for the chance for them to get some kills in return. S4's taken down. Katsumi's ready to chase down Hansken. Over to the side. Toby in with the gale onto Peksu. They lose Fishman, but they take so much more from Goonsquad. 3 here down. Back down bottom. Stormer will be picked up, so...
I mean, he's going to be massive again this game.
I've seen him in limp.
Okay.
This is what they need to do. They need to play it fast. Doom's going to get dropped down onto S4. Katsumi has got Fishman and Toby by his side. S4's got to step back. He will be taken back out over in a few seconds, so that this Doom shouldn't be deadly for him. He'll be fine. He's got the curse. Peksu.
They've got Lip for the follow-up.
Turning over. He's in with the avalanche. It's a solid one. Fishman's taken down. Jump back over towards them, but they'll keep him protected with the cold embrace. Toby ends up being trapped in the cogs. Goonsquad, they're bringing that chaos that they need.
That's pretty good timing on his Maelstrom, close to BKB as well, which will make the fights a lot easier for Bloodseeker to get involved.
Gotta be careful, bottom Goonsquad, as Antatia heading over. Do you have a hook shot? Oh, he wants the Fishman. He's going to be able to get under the tower. He's caught the two of them. They're going to try and back off. The mech will keep him alive. The curse is back up. And Peksu's able to hold back Stormer. Maybe a dive too far this time from Fishman. It doesn't only end up losing his life, but ends up baiting Stormer into going down. So they're getting a bit of ahead of themselves there. Entity, Goonsquad able to shut them down.
Great positioning again, Peksu. This was actually really close to even catching the sniper. The curse, I think he was just on the outskirts of it.
Over to the mid limb. Just keeping it fast here.
Relocate
Make sure they get more. The slow. Anything that can be done to save him here. They can't. Toby's going to go down. He'll get the ult off.
Hunskin might still even tick out through the cold embrace.
We'll see Fishman TP in. He's over to the side. He's going to try and TP back to the fountain.
Oh my god, only just.
He's going to be fine.
Oh, they have to be a little careful of the positioning of Peksu. They have to just watch where this Wyvern is a couple of these times.
That's the good curses. Last couple of times there from Peksu.
It always is going to hurt a lot versus Stormer. Like, those birds are just going to kill him if he does get it on top of the Visage.
There we go, Goonsquad. They want to keep the ball rolling. Limp wants to fight. He wants to kill.
Ags is done on Stormer, so this is actually one of those items that allows you to go to the back line and find the Wyvern. Fishman, he'll break the
jump
gate.
in on him. Put the cogs up, and it'll cause initial issues for Limp trying to finish off the kill. He's able to get round to the side, though. A couple more punches. Oh, actually, they're going to be able to save Fishman. They jump in. Okay, the toss does end up killing Fishman, but Limp this time around will lose his life for that effort.
Fishman will take that all day. S4 also BKB, so 2 BKB timings. The third one going to be coming. A little bit of luck going toward his side. More distance that he can keep himself away from that Bloodseeker. In Entity, they're still kind of hugging each other. Fishman just constantly playing in between the enemy team and this sniper, just trying to make sure that Pure continues to have this flawless game, 6-0-2. I love that set. I love that taunt. Doom playing the guitar. Peksu, he's found this time.
Not wise. You will go.
And that perhaps could actually open up Roche. The curse is kind of the biggest thing that they have to deal with right now.
Yeah, I mean, Pure's ready to head in. They'll have the damage. Questions if Goonsquad want to try something 4 versus 5. And I think they might.
It's tough without their... That is their main team fight, is the Wyvern. Everything else...
S4's ready to just go in.
Okay.
He's going to get in. Stay on top of Toby. That static link. That's going to be enough to take him down. He's going to be able to get out to the side as well. Hansken making sure he can safely reset. Takes him over to the edge of the pit.
And Stormer actually blocks the hook shot of Fishman, so unable to actually stop the aggression from the Razor. Nicely done. Does stop that Roshan.
With a full 5-man back in play now from Goonsquad, it's not quite as simple for Entity to take the objective.
That was actually, I mean, that was a very ballsy play really from S4, just confidently charging in, but ends up working out nicely. Not into any strength hero, not into any like strength core, where it usually feels the best to be able to have this shard, but still significant amount of damage.
Not
Entity.
This will come in handy.
Ready with the smoke and with the BKB crystal is done on Pure.
He hurts. They don't get on top of him. He's still definitely going to be that big problem for Goonsquad. Atomi's about to have his BKB also for this Doom. Limp. He's spotted.
Oh, they're getting
He's under mid.
Caught out there, Limp.
It was a Doom use though. That's the one. It was a bit of an overcommitment there for Kataomi. He does have his BKB now coming for the Doom. And Visage is starting to scout the area to try to set up this Roshan. And they're going to start.
See if S4 wants to run in again. Cogs are going to slow him down first.
This time Fishman's like, no.
And they're committing for the Roshan here, Entity.
Pure is half HP. Does have to be a bit careful. Aqua.
S4. He stepped back over him. He's choking in Handscan, and rightfully so. Handscan is able to keep him alive for now.
He's still quite low. They're going to have to heal him up.
Yeah, he was playing on the edge there, also holding on to... Of course, popping his BKB, trusting that Handscan would save him, and he does.
Storms?
They're going to try
fist.
They're going to try to see if they can catch him.
They get the rupture. It was so close. Everyone just acquiring well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still a lot of pressure, it feels like, on Pexu and Limp in order to get the right jump. Or to just protect versus this Visage and Sniper.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And they're finally having a chance to poke back at the Roshan here, Entity.
And they did just kill the birds, so Stormstormer, he's not going to have a resummon. He actually just has to use it right now.
I would imagine, you know, Goonsquad, they're going to get straight back over.
Dying.
Fishman's very low. But Kataomi's actually going to go in for the commitment onto S4. He's in with the jump, in with the Doom. They'll try and keep S4 alive over the cold embrace, but the tear them really carry out to the side that will protect him.
Oh my!
Curse is going to get dropped, but it's only onto Stormer.
The birds just disintegrated that Wyvern, and Pure, he's going to get to finish the Roche.
Yeah, this is going to be all that Entity needed to do that, and now they're going to look for kills. They'll get the catch onto hands, get up on the high ground. A second one in for Stormer. Patience pays off for Entity. They get the Roshan, they get the kills. They can a Roshan time as we've had this talk.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And yeah, Visage, I mean, it's always really scary when you're playing these, you know, these squishy saving supports in the backline, and this Visage kind of all the opportunities. Vlad's about to be finished also for Fishman, so Aqua. And now the farm will... Feels like almost they need like a blink on S4 too. It's so hard to do these type of plays because you're playing into the Tiny. Playing into the Venomancer. It does feel like they need these extra layers of being able to jump though.
They're gonna find Stormstormer.
He's got the shard.
See if the team's going to be able to do anything to protect Stormstormer. He's pretty deep under the town. They're going to try. They're on with the Doom. Drop down onto S4. Hooks up to the side to control them for now. Stormstormer's still alive. He's able to hide in the trees. Aqua will turn towards Toby to try and run him down, but he's very, very low himself as the Bloodseeker, so he has to back off. Stormstormer's going to end up being fine. Lim will be able to blink out in time, but as you see Entity, they're ready to keep this fight going under the tier 2 tower. They take out S4. The Curse will hold back and take down Kataomi, but it's going to be a bit of a clean up still for Entity as Stormstormer gets the double.
He gets his silent as the grave off. He just flies out of the fight before they actually able to get on top of him. Ruptured, but staying still. Nicely done from the Visage again. And yeah, you watched Aqua trying to get into the fight. It's so hard for him to get onto these heroes. They are just a bit too tanky. Limp?
He's got to be a bit careful playing around him.
He definitely does. Stormstormer's going to start scouting over here.
Is he able to find him?
He sees him.
Dire's top tower.
Also, you got BKB Storm called out for 30 seconds.
He is in a world of pain.
It's not going to be many places this man can run. Pure also turning up to make sure it's an easy kill here for Entity.
That was some nice games.
Ready to go up to the base. I mean, Pure, he just walked straight up.
Oh my
there.
god.
He's not scared at all.
Pexu almost just gets two-shotted.
Still has their stages for a minute. Yeah, Pure just...
He's so confident.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Without the Tiny in play, there's nothing really that can offset him if he does go for those high ground plays.
Who's going to jump him?
Yeah.
Tower is under attack.
Made the benefit, of course, as well of those plague wars, just meaning that Pure has consistent vision to hit the tower from a distance.
Yeah,
Radiant's
Rocket
middle
Flare,
tower
Plague
has
Wards,
fallen.
almost level 18 also. Kaya Sanj done. Poison Nova's gonna hurt even more. And yeah, there's just a wall. There's always a wall between the sniper and Goonsquad.
How do
Either
they-
the Veno or this Clockwork that's always disrupting them from them to be able to get on top of Pure.
Yeah, now they know exactly where Goonsquad is. Very hard for Goonsquad to get in on the fight now. Espo's still going to try.
Stormstormer sneaking in. It's a scary place for an Io and a Wyvern too, out in the open versus a Visage.
I mean, and they're ready to fight this entity. They just in with a hook shot. Hexu is falling low. Might be forced to get his ult off. If he can't, he goes down. They take him out. Doom gets dropped down onto S4. Hanskin will manage to take him out of
But he's
the
dead.
He still goes down. They've closed the gap on Pure.
They get him.
Big focus there from Aqua. Straight towards the sniper. He's able to take him out.
Okay.
Four though, as they're starting to tick low to the poison limb. Is he gonna go down? He is. Cataromi's able to jump back in. Aqua also taken out. As they may have killed the sniper. Great curse. Will set up for them to take down Fishman as well.
A lot of buybacks, even Pure. He's under vision, so they do see the positioning of the sniper right now.
We have 4 buybacks there from Goonsquad to try and keep that fight going. 2 from Entity.
He also is about to have
Goonsquad.
Butterfly. He can disassemble the Mask of Madness if he'd like to have it for Pure. So a little bit, that evasion could be the difference versus the Bloodseeker. That's really going to be eyes on Aqua and Limp if they can get on him this time. Limited vision. They still have that mid ward though that's been placed for quite some time, giving them good information on Goonsquad.
They're happy to hold this position around the pit.
Rosha's going to be respawning in about 20 seconds, so Goonsquad, they have to try to make their way onto some type of high ground, because right now in this open area, it's very scary, as we mentioned, for those supports.
I mean, Espo's unseen on his charge in. Hanskin. What? Is he just
He's
straight
just
up
gone.
there? Stormstormer destroying Hanskin. So now Katomi's in with the jump. They're going to get straight in on top of Pexu. We'll see the buyback come out now from Hanskin, but that's Pexu out for 80 seconds. Aqua, he's in with the BKB. He's trying to commit it onto Toby, but they're getting taken down one by one.
Let the Stormstormer go.
I mean, Hanskin's come back in to try and help S4, but S4, he's going to get taken down surely if he's not able to run. He's going to try and run from this one. But Kataomi and Fishman continue to poke with him. He's able to get back in and take down Kataomi.
Pure's coming back, though. He did TP to base when he got ruptured, but now he's trying to cut off S4, but won't be able to. S4 looks like he should be safe.
He's going to get out, but now it's
Stormstormer, I think he's been to the point for some time saying, move over, Pure, I'm the carry.
it's definitely Hanskin didn't stand a chance.
Both supports, this is the scariest place in the game for them to really be.
I'm desperately looking for the fights here, Goonsquad. It's not easy when they're 20k behind. We're seeing that exactly here. Being dealt with very well. Aqua having to find a target to come out on with his BKB. Spends a lot of time trying to chase Toby. Means that Pure gets a very free fight to have. Now with the Aegis in the hands of the sniper, they're ready to push up to the high ground.
Doom has a refresher as well, so like we mentioned, those 4 cores, it's fully hit its timing when he does respawn.
And look at the barracks!
It's gone.
Radiant's top tower has
Good
fallen.
old Visage right now.
There it goes.
Next.
They'll have the full team back up in 10 seconds, Goonsquad. They'll probably get one more fight out of this game.
Look at how fast the buildings just die at this point.
And they just
versus
can't quite kill him either.
all the talents that come into play, the minus armor, the AC as well, the boots of the bearing.
Could be the last one we see from them.
Yep.
This series.
Katomi, he breaks it immediately.
Gonna drop down the Doom. He's gonna put the BKB refresher as well. Maybe look to get a second.
He's got the second one out.
Do so. He may have died, but he got the 2 Dooms off. Now with a hook shot over from Fishman, it's gonna be Limp. Trapped in the cogs. He's out of the game. So is Pexu. Double kill for Stormstormer once again. I mean, great stuff there from Katomi, blocking off the smoke, that one smoke that maybe would have given Goonsquad a chance to fight back. He dispels it and getting both Dooms off under the pressure.
It feels like they always see the smokes or something, right? It feels like they're always so well aware of the way that they position themselves. This wall, this barricade,
I think you're
the
completely
supports just keep taking these spells. And
S4.
still gets everything out, and now it's 4.
He's got a BKB and run.
Getting blocked by Screams. Oh.
Buyback on Pexu, but as you can see, still unavailable. for
Look at
Limp
here.
and Hanscan. Limp will have it back in. I know he's short on the money as well, actually.
Yes.
So they're out for the full duration.
Pure, he's just a turret now with that level 25 talent plus growth bow.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Trying to get close to this point, but they just can't.
It's so funny to watch when he gets to there.
The rupture.
Okay.
Aqua sneaking up on him a
But
bit.
the buildings, look at the Raxes are just gone.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
S4. He's dead.
He's just owning off the whole team while Stormstormer
And
took the base.
Vex is also dead. And they're stuck in the fountain. They've got a buyback available on S4.
Radiant's middle
They're trying to do their best to find some sort of way to fight Entity, but the tier 4s are falling. Oh, it's a good toss. That's a top tier toss, but it ain't quite enough. Pure's able to jump out to the side. He can even take down the ones. He still has that Aegis. They will get him the one, but look at the ancient forward and the focus of the familiars. Wow. As there we go. GG, well played, it's called. Entity take game 2. With that, the series is theirs. Not quite as fast as a win as game 1 was, but still, without a doubt, a very, very convincing one. It looked, for the most part of this game, once again.